Played a little football with him. How's his golf game going now?
Who's that?
Mike Quick.
I don't know that guy. No, Mike is a really good golfer. He plays like every day. So I'm glad he's on my team.
Yeah.
No, Mike's a great guy. He's a great player. It's funny because we both played for Dick Vermeil, and Dick Vermeil instilled in us a lot of the give back philosophy. Dick was always a believer that you have to be involved in the community, you have to be active in the community. And it's funny, the guys in that area that live in the Philadelphia area, the Harrisburg area, you always see the guys at a lot of different events. So we sometimes the coaches not only coach football players and coach win football games, but you coach people as human beings, and we learned that from Dick.
All right. As far as the NFL now, season outlook, early predictions, any early favorites so far?
Yeah, I'm not one for predicting. I still think it's a little bit early. I usually like to wait till the last cuts are made to see how teams made it through the preseason health-wise. Because in today's NFL, it only takes one injury to devastate a football team. There's some really good teams out there. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You look at the Packers. They're not the world champions, but I still thought last year they were the best team. In the AFC, you still got the Patriots who are in the Super Bowl. I thought the Ravens were the best team. So the best team doesn't always get to the Super Bowl. A lot of good fortune has to go your way. But I think there's probably a good dozen teams, I think, this year that you could say have a shot to win it all.
It's been quite a long off-season with all the bounty stuff and going on. Did you watch the Hall of Fame game last night? Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I watched the Hall of Fame game. It's a couple series I paid attention to, and then you're down to players 75 through 90 who will be doing the same thing in a few weeks that I do, watch the game on TV.
Yeah.
So I lost a little bit of interest, in the second half of the game. But the preseason is essential, and especially now with the rosters being going up from 80 to 90 players, a lot more younger players are getting an opportunity, and there'll be someone that'll flash, that'll surprise some people. So the preseason is important.
One of the big things that you had going in the offseason was your top 30 quarterback thing. I got to say, as a big Giants fan, I was happy to see Eli make the top 5. Nice job there. But what was the sort of process that you went through creating that list?
I put 30 names in a hat, and I picked them out of a hat. No. Actually, what I did is I developed a big board. And I ranked all the quarterbacks just to start out where I thought they were based on my personal feelings historically. Then I went through every pass of every quarterback thrown last season. I've got this very cool computer system and NFL films, and I just pull up an Eli Manning and I watch every ball that he threw last year. I watch a Joe Flacco, every pass that he threw, a Matthew Stafford, every pass that he threw. And as I was going through the guys, I would basically update the board, move them up, move them down, based on what I actually saw from my tape study, what I gleaned from a positive standpoint and a negative standpoint. So I went through every quarterback, through all the passes they went through last season, and I ended up with my big board. So it took me about 32 days to get it done. It took about 7 to 8 hours on each quarterback.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And last thing, gotta ask you, you're over in Jets camp, Tebow Mania. How was it? Were there people just flocking towards him?
I think we probably, from the TV perspective, overdid it.
Yeah.
Because I did not sense that there was this Tebow Mania there. Obviously, he's a very popular guy, but you're out in Cortland, New York, and the middle of central New York, and it wasn't like you're going to be at a camp where there's a million people around. So I didn't think it was as crazy Tebow Mania as I expected.
Yeah. Well.